Hi, I'm Shannon Page, and welcome to Yoga Download. This is a really fun 20-minute podcast aimed at a progression towards Bakasana, or Crow Pose. Are you ready? Invite the hands to the space in front of the heart. With your palms pressing at the middle, in Sanskrit that's called the Majjhima. So you press into your own middle and you source your own meaning. And meaning is masterful. If we can move from the middle and move from meaning in every step and place in our life, can you imagine the great leaps forward and back to the appreciation of our wisdom we could find? So please promise your practice to a place in your life that you're sourcing wisdom. And then we'll share a long, deep breath together. Follow the breath out simply to make space. And inhale, rise into a fullness that we're seeking both separately and together. And exhale audibly through the mouth. Please bow all the way forward. Release your hands to the earth. Up and back we go, downward facing dog. Push down through your hands, through the index knuckle primarily. Dive deep down through the index knuckle and see if you can rotate the forearms towards each other. As the forearms move towards each other, they affirm the action of the index knuckle rooting, which is super important for arm balances. As that happens, you're feeling that forearms tone, sucking active weight off the heels of the hands. Now keep that and rotate the upper arms away from the ears at the same time. Bend the knees, keeping your knees bent. Lift your hips up off of the under ribs, really stretching the middle lower back. And then slowly press one leg towards straight, then the other leg towards straight. Turn your head right and left and right. Now watch your toes, and as you breathe in, slowly round the back body forward, coming to shoulders over the wrist, gaze comes forward last, and resist your heels behind you. Strive to feel those heels. And exhale, pull up, press all the way back, downward facing dog. Watch your feet reach those heels back, and inhale, slowly round forward to full plank, arriving at shoulders over the wrist, then shift the gaze forward. One more just like that. Push back, down dog. And inhale, slowly ripple round forward, full plank. Rounding forward like this ensures that the core is lighting the path. The middle is the masterful meaning. Then exhale, slow lower to the earth. Look forward as you lower. Feel free to drop the knees, but not your gaze. Inhale, curl up into a Cobra Pose and pause. Pause at the top of Cobra and press the tops of the feet down. Here, really use your hands. Push the index knuckles down, tone the forearms to the middle, and rotate the upper arms away from the ears. Exhale and bow, third eye center back to the earth, but keep the collarbones wide. Inhale, curl up Cobra. Exhale and bow. Once more, inhale, curl up long Cobra. Here, curl your toes under. And as you breathe in, push front of the thighs to the back of the thighs, lift to full plank. Keep the gaze forward as you lift, and exhale up and back, downward dog, and our collarbones stay wide. Slowly walk the feet forward to the space between the hands. Come to standing forward fold at the very top of the mat. Separate your feet inner hip distance apart and parallel outer edges of the feet to one another. So you'll be standing slightly pigeon-toed, but it's helping you turn the inner line of your legs on, which is a little more difficult for us to access. Bend the knees here. With your knees bent, push weight through all 4 points of both feet. Then begin to simultaneously to all 4 points, mound of the big toe, pinky toe, inner, outer edges of the feet pushing down, lift the arches of the feet up off the floor and your shins get really alive. Keep that and slowly press the legs to straight, glide to a halfway. Exhale, full body bow, collarbones stay wide. 2 more just like that. Inhale to a halfway lift, strong, powerful legs, lifted belly wide, collarbones. Exhale, pour it all the way out. And last one, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full bow. Bottom of the bow, toe heel the feet wide, mat distance apart. Turn the toes out, heels in, and slowly sink down to the space between your heels. Slide left and right. Got to flirt with yourself a little bit sometimes to get yourself down. Stamp down through the heels, press the palms together. Wide collarbones, let your tush be heavier. Collarbones wider, as if you could almost fall over backwards, but your central nervous system continues to recalibrate you. Pull the back of the head away from your tail. Exhale, sink more weight to the heels. One more breath here, deepening head of the upper leg bone into the hip socket. Exhale, deepen. Good, lower fingertips to the earth. Catch the wave of your inhale and slowly lift your hips. Toe heel, big toes back together to touch. With big toes touching, inhale, lift your heels off the floor. These are your arm balance feet. They're somewhere between a flex and a point. We call it a floint. Exhale, lower your heels down, wide collarbones. Inhale, lift your heels up, stretch and strengthen those feet. And exhale, lower your heels down. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Keep your heels heavy as your toes. Bend the knees and squeeze them. Sit low. Inhale, inspire arms high, Utkatasana. In Utkatasana, there's many different variations, but in this particular one, I want you to imagine you were leaning against a wall behind you. Slide the top of the waistline back so the belly's moving off the thighs. Anchor the heels down, and then plug the arm bones in. So squeeze the forearms towards each other. Really plug from the middle fingers, the head of the arm bone deep into the shoulder socket. Sink the pose a little deeper. Inhale, lift to touch. Practice lifting the arches of the feet through the bent shape of the body to the under ribs, and exhale, deepen, squeeze at the knees, study your own center. Inhale, rise a touch. Soften your faces, exhale, deepen, root down. Inhale, rise all the way up, touch tall. At the top, separate your feet, inner hip distance apart. I have to look down to parallel outer edges of the feet. Then flex in with your arms in a cactus shape. So open the elbows out to the sides. And as you breathe in, flex the belly back. So you're trying to pull the arches of the feet through the bone line as you look down. Pull the arches of the feet through the bone line to the under ribs. And as you breathe out, stretch the elbows away from you. Lift the chest up past your fingertips. Inhale, flex in. Pull everything in. Pull those arches of the feet up into your trunk. And exhale, extend the elbows away. Lift the heart up past your fingertips. And uno más. One more. Inhale, flex in. And exhale, send the elbows away. Inhale, rise up, touch tall. And exhale, send the jaw forward, arms away from you. Hinge at the half, dive down. Toe heel your big toes together to touch. And inhale slowly without kicking. Lift a straight right leg into the horizontal plane behind you. Dial the right pinky toe down. Keep the right leg relentlessly straight. Pull, whole back of your head away from the heel. Bend the left knee and tip it down into lunge. Tip it all the way down into lunge and drop the back knee to the earth. Turn your left toes out towards the left front corner of your sticky mat and widen your hands wider than your mat. Tip to the outside knife edge of that left foot and be relentless. Thou shalt not bend at the ankle at all. Slowly begin to descend the heart down towards the arch of the foot with the throat open. Inhale, back away. So you're just getting into that warming of the hip. Exhale and deepen. Stay on fingertips if it's available to you. Inhale, back away, or fists. Exhale and deepen. You have one more. Inhale, back away. Exhale and deepen. And slowly shift back, little half split pose. And just bowing over the leg. And then come forward under the sole of the left foot. Press the right leg to straight. Look forward. And then keeping the back leg super strong, suck the left foot back into full plank. Drop to the palms. Beautiful. Exhale, slow lower to the earth. Gazes forward as you lower. Drop all 10 toes to the earth and inhale. Curl up into a long Cobra Pose. Curl your toes under and inhale to full plank. Here in full plank, separate the feet outer hip distance apart. Drop both heels to the right with both hands down. Looking forward is the hardest part. Inhale through the center, chin off of the chest. Exhale, heels to the left. Throats are open. Inhale through the center. One more full round. Exhale, heels right. Inhale through the center. Use your feet. Exhale, heels left. Really strong through them. Inhale through the center. Look forward. And then exhale, bend the arms to the halfway point. Chaturanga Dandasana. Don't forget you have heels. Reach back through them. Lower the rest of the way to the earth. Inhale, curl up into a long cobra. And then exhale, bow back down to the earth. Slide your hands back. Interlace your hands behind the lower back. Bring a bend in the arms at the elbows and squeeze your forearms together. Then lift forehead, chin, and chest and keep the elbows bent. Lift your hands off your bottom. Keep the feet down for the first few breaths, really pressing the tops of the feet to the floor, the pinky toes down. And let's follow the next inhale and lift 2 strong straight legs off the floor. Dial the pinky toes down, pull the back of the head away from your tuchus. One more breath in. Good. Leave your legs and your upper body where it is. Release just your hands underneath your shoulders with your elbows bent. Continue to look forward. Curl your toes down. And then place the balls of your toes on the floor. Walk your toes closer to the knees so that you're really walking your toes underneath your heels. Then reach back through your heels as much as you can. Push down through your index knuckles, squeeze your forearms to parallel, maintain that gaze forward. And as you breathe in, pull the arches of the feet through the bone line and lift up into Chaturanga Dandasana, upper body, upper arm height. And exhale, put it down. So Chaturanga Dandasana has those bent arms. Inhale, lift just to Chaturanga. I know you want to lift a plank, I do too. Exhale, lower it down. Good, this is the honest Chaturanga. It's the hardest thing in the whole world. Inhale, Chaturanga from below. Lower it back down. Now you've never done anything so easy. Drop all 10 toes to the earth. Inhale, curl up into a cobra. Feel your lightness of being. Curl your toes under, up and back, downward dog. Gaze is the last thing to drop. Very beautiful. Pedal through the feet. Turn your head right and left and right. Look forward to the space between the hands and bounce your feet forward to the space between your hands. Feel free to take a walk if you'd prefer. Toes touch, heels an inch or two apart. As you breathe in, lift your heels off the floor. Keep the heels lifted. Bend the knees, squeeze them together, sit low, and inhale, lift the arms up high. Toe stand variation of Utkatasana. It's not just you, it's a wobbling universe. And so as the universe is wobbling, wobble with it. Happen with change. Squeeze the forearms towards each other. Plug those arms in deeply. Pick the belly up off the thigh. Squeeze the knees more and sink a little deeper. Inhale, lift just a touch. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, lift just a little. Exhale, sink deeper, lower the heels down. Inhale, spring root rise all the way to standing tall. And exhale, swan dive the arms open and out all the way down. Inhale, little halfway lift. Exhale, full body bow. Inhale, lift the heels again. Keep the heels lifted, bend the knees. And wrap the arms behind the knees, clasping opposite wrist, forearm, or elbow. Lift the heels more and see if you can pick your belly up off your thighs. But lower your hips down towards your lifted heels. You have one more breath round here. It's hard. Exhale, release, lower the fingertips down, halfway lift as you catch your in-breath. Exhale, deep full bow. Inhale, lift a strong left leg into the horizontal plane behind you. Wide collarbones, gazes forward, land slowly in your lunge. Breathe. Deep, long inhale here. Good. Find that lunge first. Pull the whole right hip crease back, straight back leg, and then drop the back knee to the earth. Turn the forward right toes to the front right corner. Widen the hands wider than your sticky mat. Tip to the outside blade edge of that right foot, and the ankle therefore doesn't bend at all. You're pushing through the ball of the big toe to keep that ankle from bending. Then exhale, slowly begin to take your chest down to the space at the arch of the foot. Inhale, back away. Can the roof of the mouth and the heart and the solar plexus travel at the same pace? Exhale and deepen. Inhale, back away. Exhale and deepen. You have one more. Inhale, back up. Exhale and deepen. And shift back, half split pose. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, full bow. And inhale, climb forward onto the sole of the right foot with the bent right knee. Press the left leg to straight, look forward. You have a choice. Either suck it straight back into plank or directly into Chaturanga Dandasana. Good. Lower the rest of the way to the earth and inhale, curl up into Cobra Pose. Exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale. Good. From downward facing dog, walk, hop, step, skip the feet forward to the space between the hands. All right. Bakasana from below. Bring your big toes together to touch and lift your heels up. Lift your heels up, open the throat here, even as practice. Bend the knees, squeeze the knees, come down into Padasana toe stand. Invite the palms to the space in front of the heart and balance in your low Padasana. Squeeze those knees, lift the heels. Good. So try and get the thighs parallel to the earth and lift the belly off the thighs. So the thighs parallel, lift that chest. You almost fall over backwards. Come as low as you can. Breathe. And then open the knees and tuck the upper arms as close to your ankles as you can get them, leaving your hands in prayer. Pause here. So you get all of the benefits from the Bakasana without actually arm balancing here. Upper arms wrap underneath and inside the legs as deep down to the ankles as you can get them. Press through the palms, look forward. I know you want to look away. Look forward or look down, but you want to look down, but I want you to look forward. Lift that chest. Good, then lower the hands down underneath your shoulders, squeeze the forearms together. And as the forearms go in, look at how the upper arms push to the under inner shins. Exhale, bow the third eye center down to the earth, trying really hard not to lift your bottom. Inhale, back away, collarbones are wide. And exhale, bow back down to the earth. These are little pranic push-ups. So you get to stay with these pranic push-ups or looking forward, look forward, forward, forward. Shift the forearms to vertical, maintaining them parallel. Upper arms still as close to the ankles as you can get them, and you bring yourself into the balance of Bakasana from below. And your goal is to keep your booty as low as you can get it. Squeeze the legs around the upper arms. The feet never leave toe stand. Breathe, long breath in, and then just for fun, exhale somehow, some way, land on your belly or Chaturanga Dandasana. And feel free to make the grunting sound. Inhale, stretch it all out, curl up into Cobra. Curl your toes under, exhale, Child's Pose. Here in Child's Pose, really use your hands, stretch the whole spine. Roll the wrists to the right. Good, so making circles in your wrists, make full circles to the right, full circles to the left. Good. And you can stay here in Child's Pose for as long as you like. But that was your 20-minute playtime in the wisdom of bowing over your very human heart. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.